Have you ever thought about how important it is to know how to touch a more mature woman's heart? For many, this may seem like a puzzle, like discovering a special secret. But the truth is that by learning where and how to touch, you not only create a deeper connection, but can also awaken in her a sense of well-being and admiration, something that goes far beyond physical gestures. Today, I want to share 7 points of connection that can make an older woman feel enchanted and valued, as if she were reliving moments that she thought were hidden, making her feel unique and special. The secret here is not just in the touch, but in the understanding and respect that accompany these gestures. It's about developing an emotional connection, showing genuine affection and acting subtly, making her feel understood and welcomed. These small details and attitudes can rekindle feelings that may have been dormant or that she believed no one else could awaken. Imagine being that person she looks at and thinks, "That's the man who understands me, who knows exactly how to make me feel special." I want to emphasize that the first few points can already make a big difference and will surprise her, but the 5th and final touches are the most powerful to create an unforgettable connection. So, before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to do so now, give it a thumbs up and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any more content like this. Before we begin, I want to tell you about our book, The Game of Seduction, a book for men who want to seduce any woman with tips and techniques that will elevate your flirting level. There are only a few copies available. The link is in the first pinned comment. Number 1. Lower back. Let's talk about the lower back, an area that, at first glance, may seem ordinary, but which holds a touch of magic. This place has a special way of conveying security and care. When you place your hand there lightly and gently, you are not just touching. You are saying, in a way that does not require words, "I am here for you." Imagine a simple scene. You are walking together in a busy place, climbing a staircase or going through a door. At that moment, your hand rests gently on her back as a silent gesture of support. Although it is a very discreet touch, it sends a powerful message. I am by your side for whatever you need. This simple contact can make all the difference, as it is a way of showing that you care and that you are attentive to her. For this touch to have the desired effect, it needs to be light, as if you were a gentle guide without rushing or heavy-handedness. It is important that she feels the support, but without it seeming like an invasion of space. Imagine it's like saying, "Count on me," through a touch so subtle that it almost goes unnoticed, but that she completely understands. This type of care can appear in moments like helping her get into the car, walking together through a crowded place, or even simply walking side by side. This touch conveys the trust and tranquility that she is protected and welcomed by your side. Deep down, it's as if this gesture creates a special and unique bond, a simple and affectionate way of telling her that she can trust you. Before we go to the second one, make sure you're already subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any new content. Number 2. Nape. Now let's talk about a super special and delicate place, the nape of the neck. This is one of the most sensitive parts of the body, an area that is often exposed and, therefore, perfect for a soft and attentive touch. When you touch the nape of the neck in a loving and respectful way, you are creating a unique moment, like a secret shared between the two of you. Imagine, for example, that you are hugging and your hand gently slides to the back of her neck. This light touch not only creates a feeling of physical closeness, but also strengthens the emotional connection. It is as if you are saying without words, "I value your trust in me." This gesture conveys care and respect, because the back of the neck is an area where the person is most vulnerable, and touching there in a subtle way shows how much you care. To make the touch special, it is important that it is very light, almost like a breeze. It is not about squeezing or massaging, but letting your fingertips gently caress, which can even cause those pleasant shivers. This discreet touch becomes especially powerful in affectionate moments, such as during a hug, when you hold her face affectionately, or when you walk past her and touch her lightly. The neck, which connects to the back of the neck, is also a delicate and sensitive area. If she opens up, a gentle touch there can create a very pleasant feeling of affection. Otherwise, keep the touch subtle and respectful. After all, the secret to this gesture is precisely in delicacy. Do you consider the back of the neck an important place? Tell us in the comments where you most like to touch a woman. Number 3. Arm. The arm may seem like a common area, but it is a true hero when it comes to creating a special connection. Imagine that you are in a deep conversation, exchanging thoughts, and the moment is full of sincerity and emotion. During this exchange, a gentle touch on her arm can create a bond that transforms the conversation into something even closer and more meaningful. This simple gesture shows that you are fully present, attentive to her every word and expression, and genuinely interested in what she has to say. Touching her arm is discreet but powerful, because it sends a silent message that you are there, listening carefully and truly caring. For the touch to work, it needs to be natural, as if it were coming from the middle of the conversation. It is not about holding or squeezing her arm, but letting your hand move lightly and fluidly towards her arm, as a subtle way of showing that you are connected. It could be a touch, while you lean in a little to hear better, or even a gesture that accompanies an important sentence. This touch on the arm speaks for itself, as if it were saying, "I am here for you." It is a simple and delicate way to reinforce closeness and create a bond of trust and emotional connection between the two of you. Number 4. Knee. Let's explore an area that may seem ordinary, but which has a special capacity to convey comfort and closeness: the knees. This spot, when touched with affection and care, can create a subtle and meaningful moment of connection. Imagine the two of you together, perhaps watching a movie or talking calmly. At this moment, your hand rests lightly on her knee, almost as a natural gesture. This touch, as simple as it may seem, brings a feeling of welcome and conveys security. It doesn't need words to say, "I am here for you," and it can be a way to reinforce how much you value the time together. The key is to keep the touch light and delicate, avoiding any feeling of invasion and focusing on creating a calm presence. The touch on the knee, done in a subtle way, works as a gesture of connection and affection. It's not about applying pressure or causing discomfort, but rather about letting your presence be felt in a calm and positive way. This touch shows that you are present and attentive, creating a bond that strengthens the closeness between you in a natural and gentle way. Thus, this simple gesture on the knee conveys a message of comfort and well-being, something that says, "I am here with you," strengthening the bond with a calmness that brings a pleasant feeling of care and attention. Number 5. Waist. Let's talk about the waist, an area that can deepen the connection between you in a loving and special way. The waist is sensitive and very receptive to gestures of affection and care, and can express feelings that range from protection and closeness to a strong connection of complicity. Imagine a scene in which you are dancing together, moving to the sound of music. At that moment, your hand rests gently on her waist, transmitting a touch that conveys security and affection. As you move in sync, this gesture reinforces a feeling of closeness almost as if you were sharing a secret between you just with a simple touch. This light gesture on the waist is also a way of saying, "I'm here for you," showing a welcoming and gentle side. It's not about pressuring or forcing, but about creating a moment of tranquility and harmony. The waist, being a sensitive area full of meaning, responds well to a touch that respects your space and rhythm, making the dance or any moment with her an experience of genuine connection. By gently holding the waist, you not only offer support, but also a way to show affection and strengthen the bond between you, creating a good and harmonious memory. If you got this far, type, "I got this far," and I will release a mega special bonus for you. Number 6. Hands now. Let's talk about the power of hands. Although they may seem like something simple and ordinary, when held with affection, hands can create a connection that goes beyond words. Imagine the two of you sitting across from each other, perhaps in a cafe or restaurant, engaged in a conversation that seems to make time stand still. At that moment, you reach out and take her hand, enveloping it with a touch that is both gentle and secure. This gesture, as simple as it may be, conveys a message of attention and presence. It is as if, by interlacing your hands, you are saying, "I am here with you, for real." Your hands become a link that reinforces the connection between you, bringing a feeling of warmth and mutual understanding. This touch demonstrates genuine care, as if every word spoken in the conversation is reflected in this contact. The secret to making this moment special is that the touch is natural and gentle, unhurried, just following the flow of the conversation. It is a gesture of comfort that does not require words, but that shows how much you value her presence. Holding someone's hand is a subtle and powerful way to show that you are attentive and fully present, creating a bond of trust and affection that makes them feel safe and appreciated. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and leave a comment telling us what you liked most about it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content. See you soon.